Salakia for the cutoff. I'm having some issues with my phone, so I'm about to wrap up the lesson and get through these last few precepts a little quickly. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And again, that wicked goes into the laborers. And we can see that while a lot of people are following in line to this NW0 like good cattle, you've also got a significant number of people that are waking up to the fact that they're getting a raw deal in this society, and these elites don't have their best interests at heart. These whistleblowers, these alternative media people, and shit, ultimately the men of the Lord, leading the spiritual charge, exposing these Edomites and their elites and this NW0 that they're trying to accomplish. When he is about to fill his belly, and they've mandatorily implemented the charagma and think they can sit back and enjoy the fruits of their labors, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. After that mandatory implementation, when these elites are about to sit back and enjoy the fruits of their labors, that's when World War III is going to really kick off. That's when these nuclear missiles are going to start flying to the ends of the earth. That's when Yahushua is going to make his second coming with the armies of heaven, those fleets of chariots, to save his elect and put an end to this Edomites rulership. And at this point, these elites will be in their different hiding place. They'll have gone to their different hiding places, their underground bunkers, mountain bases, undersea bases, and even low orbit space stations. He shall flee from the iron weapon, speaking of those nuclear missiles, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Everywhere these Edomites dwell is going to be hit with nuclear missiles. And once those nuclear missiles start flying and Yahushua makes his second coming, that's the end of Esau's rulership. All the fruits of his labor are going to get burned up by nuclear fire, as well as that concentrated heat, or so-called laser beams from the chariots. The United States of America alone is going to get hit with 200 million nuclear missiles, which is going to turn it into the biblical lake of fire from sea to shining sea, and then a desolate, uninhabitable wasteland afterwards. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. Again, speaking of that nuclear fire, because with the regular fire, how do you kindle it? You put the wood and other additives to build the fire, to kindle the fire, to blow it. But this fire, this nuclear fire, is done through those different elements on the periodic table that once they intermix with each other in that warhead, that's what causes the detonation. A different means. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle, because to all the Edomites that are left, beginning with the elites, because a lot of them are going to survive in their bunkers, the only thing they have to look forward to is slavery, as it says in Psalms chapter 149, to put chains on their kings and fetters of iron on their nobles. You elites that push this NW0 are going to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom of heaven. And these Edomites outside of the United States of America that survived this nuclear fire, you, along with the remaining heathens, are also going to be gathered up to be slaves, the first crop of slaves in the kingdom of heaven, building it up for the first 1,000 years. But after that first 1,000 years, all these other heathens will be able to go back to their lands and live in peace, though they'll still be under the subjection of the Israelites and the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. But as for all of you Edomites, every single Edomite man, woman, and child, young and old, will be gathered up and permanently culled from this planet by fire. Wickedness will be rooted out of the earth, which you can read about in Obadiah chapter 1, around verse 18. So that's it with this lesson. And with this lesson, I hope you sincere Akim and Akwaf were edified. Just keep strong. We're almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Abad Babal, Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, Shabbat Shalom.